Welcome, everyone, to College Park, Maryland, and the house has been built by guys from Boomer to Dig. Home to the Maryland Terrapins, where the fans are eager to welcome visitors into the shell. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Michigan State's offense takes the field to start this game off. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker or Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complement at quarterback to this offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. The give to the back. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And this is why offenses are so hard to stop. When you have such great playmakers at the quarterback spot, 3rd down, if people are covered, what can he do? Take off, scramble, and now set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on...
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Maryland's offense will go to work for the first time today. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, it's so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get him to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked. Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Terrapins will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Spartans headed quickly to the line.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Offense lining up quickly. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs, running and passing. And this dude's very...
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
As they come over the football, 1 minute to go here in the first. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. He'll do it himself. Hard running there. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Really nice job by the defense, shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. They're going to run it to the right. Just buried it. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Got his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
He leaves it with his back. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Spartans moving quickly to the line. Holds and fires complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Afterburners coming. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. To the ground with the back. Oh, big juke to get past. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. We're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Spartans. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. Crosses the 30 to the 31, and a 6-yard pickup. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Sparty. And this defense coming out with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
28, Maryland, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Using his legs, it's Casey. Brought to the ground, but not before getting it up for the first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Smashes through. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He lets one fly deep. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
That's a big time.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The Terrapins getting set on 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll go to the ground. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. He'll throw it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll play it safe and try for 3. It is Crow as he puts 3 on the board. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's
just slithered through the tackle when he's got room to run. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Spartans have pushed it inside the 20. Wide receiver shows motion. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
when you have scrambling quarterbacks, you got to have a spot. You got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy's job is to focus on the quarterback and make sure he doesn't scramble and make big plays like this with his feet.
Touchdown, Michigan State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this.
It's complete. A huge pickup. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quarterback adapted. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And it's picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Michigan State.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking for the score. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime, because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the 1st.
Touchdown, Spartans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Michigan State.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And he made the extra point without problem. That's going to wrap up the 1st half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Spartans will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the 1st half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the 1st half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. They're bringing heat, extending the play. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. And the Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Line gets set, 1st down. The give to the back. At the 45 on his way. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
And 1st down for the offense.
Right back to the well. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field.
Fires toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go.
Ready,
Second down.
Intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Touchdown, Sparty! And the beatdown has ensued.
Touchdown. Michigan State.
This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more
Michigan
uncomfortable.
State 49. Maryland 3.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, to get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Nice job. You pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 32. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He's got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? It's complete to the left. And he will score! Touchdown, Maryland! Getting set for the point after. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the returner goes down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
The Spartans want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
Give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. Let's take a quick look. Rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The option look. Now the toss. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here and this drive takes on a different complexion. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the catch near the sideline, but he's down immediately before he gained an inch. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Feeling some heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on second and long from the 6. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Finds his big tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
First down here for the offense. Movement here from the tight end. Out of the gun to give to the back. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, look out. Inside the 30. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has? Run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quick completion to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Trying to get to him. Trying to make magic with his feet.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They want that clock to run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
On the run, it's Frazier. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here's trouble. Ball's out in the end zone. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. That ball was just lying there forever in the end zone, and the defense finally pounced on it. You want something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do it.
And Reese, I'm that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep piling up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Spartans will hustle to the line. They go to the ground. Nice move to keep moving. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Now on third down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Timeout on the field, and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Going to the running game. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation